Good Monday morning and welcome to First 15 at 8:15. This is Rich Levin, and today we're going to talk about really an overview of your 2016 business plan. So have pen and paper ready, or tablet, whatever you make notes on, because I promise you, we're going to be comprehensive but a little quick, so you're going to really want to be making notes here. So every Monday our First 15s are open to the public. But we do have First 15s every single day of the week, every Monday through Friday, for our coaching clients only. So we'll be getting more in depth on specific topics, all topics over the course of time. So let's get going. All right. We have put out the first two sections of the Real Estate Agent Business Plan Workbook. So if you're a coaching client, you can look at either last Friday's resource material, tomorrow's resource material, or just email or call us, and we will send you the first two sections. I'm working on sections 3 and on going forward. There are 8 sections altogether. So that is now available. I'm working hard on it. It has taken me more time than I had expected, but that's because I'm making it just as good as I possibly can. All right. So, and today we're going to go over, it was posted, by the way, on November 25th. Not Friday. It was posted on 11/25. Thank you, Chava. So we have a live Q&A call today. We have live Q&A calls 5 times a week, Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 and 11:30. So we'll have one this morning and then Fridays at 11:30. All right, real quick review here. You guys are going to Thanksgiving dinners and holiday parties and get-togethers and Christmas Day and all that stuff. So just a quick review. We did this already. We're going to do this a number more times because you can build business this way. So here's a question for you. Were you asked this question over the Thanksgiving weekend? Were you asked, how's business, how's real estate, how's the market? So think for a second and ask yourself, were you asked that question? Were you? And if so, where were you asked it? And who asked it? Were you asked that question? Were you asked it? And who asked it? And then, what did you answer when you were asked, how's business, how's real estate, or how's the market? What did you answer? And did you have a prepared answer? Had you already prepared yourself and knowing you were going to be asked that question? Now, if you were not asked that question, did the people even know you're in real estate? Because when people know you're in real estate, nearly always you're going to be asked that question by someone. So did you have a prepared answer? Did you prepare yourself for answering that question in a very positive way, honest and positive way, that showed them that you're really smart, informed, and professional? And most importantly, when you were asked that question, after you answered, no matter what you answered, did you ask? Why do you guys ask? Are you guys thinking about doing something with real estate? Or maybe you know somebody who is. So after you answered the question, did you ask? Why do you guys ask? Are you maybe thinking about doing something or know someone who is? So no excuses. No saying, well, Rich, I didn't do that because it wasn't this, it wasn't that. I didn't do that. It was wrong. Ah, crap. Excuse my language. There is no excuse for not, after you've talked about business, asking if there's a reason why the person asked. So I want you to work on it for the next gathering. I want you to anticipate the question. How's real estate? How's business? How's the market? This is free business for you guys. I want you to choose one talking point. Talk about interest rates. Talk about how good the market is. Talk about how difficult it is to put a deal together, but how you put lots of deals together. Talk about whatever it is, something positive and honest. Practice it as many times as possible with everyone, and always finish by asking, by the way, excuse me, let's go back to here. Always finish by asking, why do you ask? Are you guys thinking about doing something? Or maybe you know somebody who is, or whatever's comfortable for you, but ask, because half the people who ask you that question either are planning to do something or know someone who is. It will make you money, and it will make you easy money, and it's the right thing to do. So let's get into your 2016 business plan. This is really the core of what I want to do today. I'm going to give you solid tips. There are 8 parts to your 2016 business plan. We're building all of them into the business plan workbook. We gave you the first two sections today. I'm working on sections 3 and 4. And each year I think it's going to take me a shorter time than it does, but I end up editing a lot more to make it that much more valuable for you. So the first 2 sections are available on November 25th as resource material, or just go to hold of us and we'll send them to you. We don't sell them to non-coaching clients, okay? Solid tips for each one of these things. So the first one is motivation. And my tips for you on motivation is this, and you really want to make notes of these. Under the topic of motivation, you want to know your business why. Why it's important for you to be successful in real estate. Not your life why, not like why are you alive, why did God put you in this earth. No, that why you can work on yourself. But your business why you can know right away. Why is it important for you to be successful in real estate and to be constantly conscious of that reason? Second part of motivation tip. Learn to control your mental and emotional reactions. Have mental and emotional reactions, but don't let them have you. Get angry when it's appropriate and it serves your purpose, but don't let the anger grab you. You know, be sad when it's time to be sad, and allow that to do its work on your psyche. But don't let the sadness control you. So 2 tips under motivation. Look at your monthly goals every day. Know your business why and be constantly conscious of it, and learn to control your mental and emotional reactions. On the topic of skills, again, make notes. Okay, there's going to be some important things here throughout. You're going to, I didn't make a stop all that. Just grab a pen and paper, grab your tablet, just write anything you want. I give you lots of time, plenty of time on each slide to make the notes. Don't think about what to write. If you think you might want to write it, just write it. Okay, you know, when you hear something, you'll remember it 50% of the time. When you write something, you'll remember it 70% of the time. I'm sorry, that's wrong. 30% of the time when you hear something, 50% of the time when you write it down, 70% of the time when you take action on it. So write it down. You'll remember it a lot more. All right, skills. Remember that there might be more success in strengthening a strength than working on a weakness. So look at what has really helped build you business, and instead of focusing on your weaknesses, work on that strength. If you say, well, I get all my business from my friends, man, I can't be successful that way, work on getting more business and developing more friends. Okay? Choose a strength. Remember, there might be more success in strengthening a strength than working on a weakness. And number 2, choose one strength or weakness at a time and work on it until you have confidence in it. Work on it until you have confidence in it, until it becomes a strength. Next, let's move on to the topic of systems. And it's funny, there's a lot to talk about with systems. That's the next chapter, that's the next section of the business planning workbook that I'm writing for you and for all of us. But when it comes right down to it, there's one system that will cause you to develop all the other systems. And that one system is on the screen. Plan for 10 minutes at the beginning of each day. Now, some people plan at the end of the day and then review at the beginning. But plan for 10 minutes at the beginning of each day. When you plan, you realize there's a system you need to develop, and it helps you develop your other systems. But the systemization, the habit of setting aside that 10 minutes of planning, really is the key to beginning systematizing your business. Number 4, let's talk about numbers. And the tip there is, look at your monthly goals every day. So right now it's November 30th. So you had a monthly goal for November, and you can look and say, did I hit my sales goal for November? Did I hit my listing goal for November? But then tomorrow's December 1. So what is your sales goal for December? Not what to close in December. That's never helpful. Because for most of you, if you write business now, it's not going to close till January, particularly with the new mortgage laws. At least that's the rumor. Many markets are finding out those new mortgage laws really aren't delaying things all that much. Although some banks are making mandatory 45-day closings, which is silly, but they're doing it. At any rate, know what your monthly goal is for December. Do you know that? So under the topic of numbers, know your monthly goals every day. Look at them every day so you're aware of them every day. They will keep you focused and motivated if you know them, if you're aware of them, if you have them. Have monthly goals in open sales volume. We just talked about that, what you want to sell this month, and in number of listings. Now what about income? You monitor income, but you don't manage income because you can't control in what month things were going to close. And if you put the amount of business under contract to get the income will come. It's another conversation. Look at your monthly goals, have goals, and every day, know where you stand in relationship to your goals. So if today's the 30th, so I mean if your goal was $600,000 sales to put under contract in November, unless you're writing a contract today, November is likely over, unless something shockingly, surprisingly wonderful happens. But when you're on the 10th of December, the 15th of December, Christmas Day, know where you stand in relationship to your goals for the month. And then prospecting. And under prospecting, 3 tips. Know your weekly new client appointment goal. Isn't that funny? Shouldn't that be under goals? No. Because if you know you need 1 new client appointment this week, and most of you, that's all you need to exceed anything you've ever done before. Some of you need 2. A few of you may need 3, but most of you, just 1 new client appointment will bring you 20 sales for the year. So when you know you need that appointment, your focus is to prospect. Well, who can you call to get that appointment? So the thing that motivates your prospecting is knowing your new client appointment goal. Have a fallback method of prospecting. In other words, if you don't know where you need an appointment this week, your goal is 1 and you don't know where it's going to come from, you need 1 method of prospecting. Either you need to step up your marketing, social media marketing, direct mail marketing, farming, so that that business is coming to you, but you need a fallback position. Do you call people in your sphere? Do you hold open houses? Do you call expired listings? What is your fallback position, your way to get that lead? Maybe just call back leads that have been laying around to get that appointment that you need this week. What's your fallback, the way you're going to do that when you don't know where it's going to come from? And finally, create a 100% lead follow-up system. If there are leads laying around your life that aren't being followed up on, follow up on them, put them on your calendar to prompt you to call them back. That's for your prospecting plan for next year. Now again, this isn't stuff you should be doing. Man, forgive me for not saying this sooner. This is not stuff you should be doing. Don't should on yourself, okay? You don't want to have should all over yourself. This is what you want to plan for your 2016 business plan. All these pieces. And I'll see if we can maybe review this one more time, maybe 2 Mondays from now. Then under personal marketing, okay, direct mail to your sphere, direct mail to your spheres of influence at least 6 times in 2016. Plan, set the dates to direct mail to your sphere of influence. Develop at least a minimum social media strategy. That you have some social media accounts, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and that you're posting at least, let's say, once a week, just to begin to get in the habit of understanding social media, having a presence there, and watch that some leads don't develop for you out of there. And know more about a farm area than any other agent. Go preview all the homes in your farm area and see every listing that comes up as soon as it comes up, so that you know more about your farm area than any other agent in the marketplace. Second last, personal finance. It's a simple one. Calculate your net worth by the end of 2015. Take all of your assets and calculate what they're worth if you were to sell them on the open market. If you have clothes, what would they be worth if you had a garage sale? And by the end of 2015, and then recalculate it every month. Once you do it once, it's very easy to recalculate it. So you make sure that your net worth is greater at the end of 2016 than it was at the beginning. And finally, under personnel, this year, have lunch with everyone on your vendor support team. Every lender you use, every inspector you use, every title company you use, every attorney you use, have lunch with every person throughout the year on your vendor support team. And if you have an agent team, an administrative assistant, buyer's agents, be sure that there are clear responsibilities and accountability for everyone on the team. Okay, there's one of our clients who sells close to 300 homes a year, meets twice a week with his team and reviews every pending and every listing with his team. Accountability and responsibility clear for each person on the team. So your ingredient for your recipe of success today is to review your notes from today and add to them. Review your notes from today. Review your notes from today, and you can rewatch today's webinar in about 30 minutes. It'll be posted at free webinar at realestategradschool.com, or call us, we'll hook you up. Review your notes from today and add to them so that you can make the most thorough, comprehensive business plan, particularly if you're not one of our coaching clients, and if you're not, for $49 a month and a $99 startup fee, then no commitment. You can get started for $148, or for $4.99 for the year and save a couple $100, no $99 startup fee. You can have access to the most comprehensive, cost-effective, powerful coaching on the planet. So hug the ones you love, make a great day. Call us, email us if you want more information about coaching. You know, our coaching clients have notoriously outperformed all others. On average, they far outperform all others year after year after year. Hug the ones you love, make a great day. Bye.